Hi, boys and girls. I'm here to talk to you about making predictions. We've been talking about that a little bit each day. Today, during Zoom, we read a story and made predictions about what kind of animal we thought was being talked about. So let's look at this anchor chart to give us a little bit more information about making a prediction. Making a prediction is making a guess about what will happen using text. That means words from a story and picture clues. You can make predictions before you read a story, while you're reading a story, or after reading a story. And if we look at the picture on the right, we see a duck looking down at a pencil, and it says, I think Duck will write something because he found a pencil. Now, we could also make predictions about what we think he's going to write. Maybe he's going to write a note to his grandma who lives somewhere else. Maybe he's going to write a note to the farmer who he lives with. Maybe he's going to write a note to one of his friends at the farm, maybe the cow or the pig. So here are some types of questions to ask yourself before reading a story. So you could have a book like this called Animals Black and White, and you could look at the title and the cover, and you could also do a picture walk and look through the book and make some predictions about what you think the story is about. Right? We could tell from the cover that it's obviously going to be about animals that are black and white. And I saw when we flipped through the book, I saw some animals that were black and white. So we could do that. We could make some predictions about what kind of trouble the character might run into. And we can make a prediction about how we think the book will end. During the reading, while we are reading, we can base our predictions on what we know about the characters and how we think they'll react. We will be able to tell ourselves, has my prediction happened yet? How do I know? And what do you think will happen next given the new information? And you can also change your prediction after you read something. You might say, oh, maybe he's not going to write a note to the pig who lives on the farm because there isn't one. So you can change your predictions as well. I think because, and so this is something you can use to justify your answer when you're using evidence from the text. So what clues does the author leave you? So in the text, if we read this note and it said Tuesday night is pizza night, not the frozen kind, the hens prefer anchovies, I might predict that on Tuesday they're going to have pizza at the farm and that somebody's going to deliver it because it's not going to be frozen. And I'm going to guess on the pizza for the hens that it's probably going to have anchovies. I can also predict by you looking at pictures. And again, we see the duck with the pencil. We could predict that he's going to write a note to someone. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of practice. I'm going to do a couple slides with you, and then you will do some practice that looks just like this. So it says for the directions, you're going to make a prediction. Read the sentence, which is here. You're going to type your prediction in the yellow box, and then type why you predict that. So this is going to be your evidence as to why you predict that. So the first sentence says, if you leave ice cream in the sun, I predict it will, and I'm going to say, I predict if I leave ice cream in the sun, it will melt. And then because, why do I think that? I think the ice cream will melt in the sun because that has happened to me before. Okay, so I'm giving you information about why I think that's going to happen. All right, and then the last slide here, we're going to do one more that I'm going to model for you. Again, we're going to read the sentence. If you fight over a toy, oh, and look, he's pulling on one arm, she's pulling on the other arm. You know what I'm going to predict? I predict the kids are each pulling on the arms of the teddy bear, and one of them will tear off the arm. Oh, poor little teddy bear. And why do I predict that? Because they are both pulling on the arms, and one of them may tear off. And then they'll probably be really sad, right? That they've ruined maybe their favorite toy. So you're going to do the same thing today. You're going to make some predictions. I'm going to hop over here and let you see what your slides look like. Your slides look like this. You're going to make prediction practice. Here's the anchor chart that you can review if you need help. And then you have a prediction to make about a dog. You have a prediction to make about if you break a piggy bank. A prediction to make about if you don't wash your hands. If a balloon touches something sharp, what you predict will happen. And if you drive over something sharp, what will happen to your tire. Remember, you're going to make your prediction and then tell why you think that.